Hi everybody, this is the 20th part of the Great San Marino Challenge, and it's probably the most exciting there will be for a long time, because it is an opportunity to get into the first round proper of the Coppa Italia, and the team in our way is Cagliari, who we'll just take a look at now. But just before I do, I apologise for yesterday's sound problems. I just don't know what was going on, but if it happens again, then I know it is the microphone to blame. I've just tested it there and it sounds okay, but I just hope it lasts. So here we are. Sirico Sforza is in charge of Cagliari, and at the moment they are 16th. Yeah, 16th in the Serie A. But unfortunately for me, their most recent result was a win over Juventus. I know they're not doing so well, but nonetheless, a win over Juventus can never be taken for granted. Um, but if we do win this Coppa Italia round, we will play another glamour tie against the holders AC Milan and the current league leaders. So a lot of pressure on our shoulders, and of course there are not many Serie B teams left, so we're doing our league a bit of pride, hopefully before we get promoted. But let's just take a look at our own league to see how we're doing, and certainly there is a clue by all those green dots and a bit of the red to see how we're doing. We're in 4th position after 16 games, 10 wins, 2 draws and 4 defeats, 25 goals scored and 21 conceded. A remarkable, tally considering we're doing so well. But let's just take a quick browse of our scoreline since the start of the season. We beat Livorno 3-2, Spezia 1-0, Vicenza 2-1, drew at Lecce 1-1, drew 0-0 to Torino 0-0. Chievo, we beat them 2-1. We beat Grosseto 2-1, a huge result considering they're league leaders. Sorrento, we kind of fluked that one 1-0. Novara, a thrilling 4-3, before we went into 2 consecutive defeats against our good rivals Pescara and Albino Leffe, which is a very disappointing one. I think we lost that in the 90th minute or something. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, we lost in the dying minutes. Absolutely disgusting. But what can you do? Then we got 2 wins on the bounce, and then lost 2 more in a row, this time to really weak opposition. Modena played the 3-4-3 formation, which just outdoes 4-2-3-1, or at least my 4-2-3-1 for some reason. I was absolutely furious with that. And then Ascoli gave us a good pounding by 2-0 there. We were just helpless. The first game we haven't scored in for quite a while, and then we beat bottom club Reggiana 2-1. So massive game against Cagliari. We'll just check how the squad is doing. Generally injuries have been a bit more sympathetic in this save as opposed to Le Mans, but unfortunately one of our best players this season, Alberto Baccolin, has been out for quite a while. A hip injury that is horrendous, and he's going to be out for another month. I hate hip injuries. We've also got Brucia, Casse and Torre recovering from injuries, but apart from that, very few players have had to go into hospital for injuries. But these have been some of my best players. Bianchetti, who else? Of course, the man who leads this team, especially since he's at such a young age. It is incredible. His last 2 games have been very good, but I have to rest him a bit more often than I would have liked, and he has very rarely put in a bad shift, and hopefully today is no exception. Despite leaking a lot of goals, Andrea Carappo has been doing well. His stats have increased steadily, and fair play to him. Just the 3 clean sheets, so we'll have to look into that. Maybe look at a new goalkeeper in January, because we are letting in too many goals, and that might be an issue. But he does pull off some outstanding saves from time to time. Alessandro Potenza has become the best new right back since Esmer Toure has been suffering some injuries. He even got a goal against Novara before getting substituted, and he has generally fit in very nicely. I suppose Delcourt has risen to prominence again. He was left out for much of the season, while Johan Hamar was absolutely, kicking attackers' backsides, but he had a very poor game there. But you can see he was absolutely brilliant when I first tried him out, and then he just kind of dropped off form, but he'll still keep playing loads of games, and that's what he needs. Who else deserves a mention? Certainly Lucas Correa, our top scorer, he is a set piece genius. 17 free kicks and 16 penalties. He hasn't missed a penalty, and we've had about 4 or 5 of them. He scored a great free kick in one game, I forgot which, but unfortunately his form is starting to dip just a wee bit, but I'm sure he'll be back to his best very soon. Simone Passa has been rather disappointing for his wonder kid potential. He's just not fit in, and he's definitely going to get dropped from this game if he, from the next game if he doesn't play well. Andriotti's been okay. Morandi Biancucci's on the bench today, but he has been okay. Got his first goal of the season against Reggiana, but he's a bit tired to start today. He's got 3 assists. Adrian Stoyan is back in the first team. He's been impressing in front of goal. You can see 2 goals in 2 games there, and 2 assists to mention, but he hasn't been great since then, but he still deserves a start. Stefan Schroeder was looking great at the start of the season, but unfortunately he's suffering a little bit from second season syndrome. But 3 goals and an assist is really good so far for such a young man, but it still needs to catch up to his 11 assists last season. I hope he can do it. Mehdi Moussa Toure continues to be our best striker in front of goal, but I don't think three goals in 10 appearances is good enough just yet. You can see he got 14 and 33 last year, so he needs to play up, because Jacopo Ferri, I really do like him, but he is a bit small to dominate against more powerful teams. Where's his height? I don't see his height. I'm sure it's somewhere. Attributes. There we are. He's 6 foot. Like, for 6 foot, he does kind of feel bit like dodgy. He usually gets dominated, but when he does poach a goal, he really knows how. And then the one disappointing player, I'll just very quickly go to him. It is Nicolas Abo. He hasn't scored at all this season, and even though he's demanded more games, he hasn't returned my faith in him. So I'm gonna have to consider, do I let him go? Like, I never realised, but he scored only like 23 goals in his whole career, because he's been such a journeyman. You can see there 12 goals there, 2, 5, 2, 0 and 1 and 0 again. 23 goals and 120 appearances. That is pretty bad, and he is getting on a bit. So I'll mention anyone else that needs to be after the game, but now it's time to move on. This will be my expected starting 11, my very best team, and Torino and Lecce are guaranteed to get a Serie B team into the next round, but I really hope we can join them. The team looks absolutely fine, just the bench is unfit after we had the game the other day. Such a big game, because I mentioned before in the last episode, well and truly a month ago, that the prize money for the first round, for just getting to the first round, is just about 475,000 euros. So we really need to get there, because our finances are still poor. We're even more in debt, even though I have tried my best to play attacking football and bring people to our stadium. Let's just take one quick look. Like, I'm really sorry, I don't want to keep doing this, but it is a habit. 1.5 million in the red, so we can get a lot of prize money if we beat Cagliari. I am very excited to test our skills against such a club, because I do want to see if we are truly quality, if we are able to stand our ground against a Serie A team, because you don't want to go to Serie A right now and find that your team is not good enough. Even if we do bring in new signings, it might not make a difference if the core squad cannot beat a relegation struggling team. But they're playing a defensive 4-5-1, but it doesn't matter who we mark in the midfield, we are definitely going to be in for a struggle in that department. So hopefully our 2 young and old midfielders can stand up and take notice, but we'll just say no pressure, and we're going to do the counter-attacking approach like it suited us generally, but sometimes we give away too many chances, so pushing up might be beneficial. But for now, let's just cross our fingers and hope for the best against Cagliari in the 4th and final qualifying round of this season's Coppa Italia. Hopefully we just get through. Here we go. So we've Catania's boss in the stands today. Who will create the first chance? It's going to be San Marino. Stefan Schroeder with the bullet head, with the bullet throw in. And that's more. It's going a little bit too fast to slow it down. Hang on. So that's a great effort, and we're 78% possession after just 8 minutes. So far so good. And this will be Schroeder to take his corner. Finds Bianchetti over the bar, and that's a goal kick. So that was a good effort. He hasn't been scoring too many goals this season, but he is a defender. He has an excuse. He doesn't have to score goals if he doesn't want to. And here's another chance, and it's Delcourt. Delcourt has made it 1-0, and a bit of a commentator's curse because the defender has indeed put us in front. And what has happened to Cagliari? Where are the team that defeated Juventus? We are absolutely dominating possession, even though we're counter-attacking. But here they come now. They've waited half an hour to create this chance. Are they going to use it or lose it? It's going to deflect out for a throw-in. Good effort. We got Schroeder a little bit tired there. Potenza a little bit unfit, but that's okay. Here's a chance now. That's off the bar and out for a goal kick. So we've gotten away with it there. Oh my God. Here we go now. Cagliari starting to get into the game. Here's Simone Passa counter-attack. Mani Musatore begging for it, but he's way out of position for Passa to really help out. And here's Pereira to Cordeshi. Chiab. Good ball, but it's out into the keeper's foot. Here they come again. Cordeshi beats his defender. Great save by Carroll. That's what I mean. He is an excellent shot stopper, but perhaps a bit like David De Gea. He can't save them all and is prone to bad game or two. Pierre Salve is having a nightmare, but wow, 1-0 ahead at half time. We definitely appreciate those efforts, but you know, I always hate saying I'm happy with your performance, keep it up, because it usually results in a disaster, and I'm sure a vast majority of you FM players know that. Like I used it when we were playing AFC Wimbledon back in my Torquay save, and I lost a 4-goal lead to 4-4 in God knows how long. It took them 40 minutes to equalise, and they nearly won it as well, so I was absolutely gutted about that. So we're really looking happy thus far. We're gonna try no, I don't think I'll change it, but it is a gamble. Cagliari will be begging to get through to the first round proper and play AC Milan for a bit more money, and that's a free kick for us, and the kicker man, that's a free kick for them. Stefan Schroeder is having a great game. That's a wonderful tackle by Delcourt, and Stefan Schroeder with an assist from Manamusa Traore, but it's saved. Kulnig Schoffer with the save, and that should be a corner to be taken by Schroeder again on his excellent left foot. That's an excellent pass, but Delcourt was not looking around him, and I hate that defenders don't look up. And Passa has been knocked, and I think that is an excuse for a change. Oh, it's worse than that. He's injured properly. He's injured for real, and that means a double substitution rather than a single substitution. Jacopo Felli, my poacher supreme, is going to come on as well. Going to try to get him the ball to feet there, so that's really unfortunate. Passa was playing well, but unfortunately it's all over. It's all over for him. Shihab is injured, or signing from Inter Milan about 2 years ago. He's our most expensive player on the wage bill, but if he is going to develop into a wonder kid, we've got to take that risk. I'm sure you would too, if you knew. I honestly didn't know he was going to be a wonder kid on the list, but he is, and we need to find a way to keep that going. So Passa limps off, and I'm sure the San Marino contingent are applauding him because he is a servant for the team. He's a bit like Busquets for Barcelona in the fact that he doesn't take much credit, but he plays well as often as he can. So, excuse me, wrong substitute. Jacopo Ferri is the one I wanted. So there we go, the double change made again. I thought I had it covered, but unfortunately the game just kind of has to make sure you make the change, and it needs to be done again. So my apologies for that. Hopefully the audio is still okay as we head in the 6th, 7th minute. And here's Sabatino to Correa, Morandi, Delcourt and Bianchetti working together. They are two best mates as far as I'm aware. They do love playing with each other, and emphasise that earlier in the season. Johan Hamar was so good. I gave him his debut and he really made it count. Morandi to Fairley! Oh, what a chance. What a chance to put this game to bed. But so far been San Marino. Oh, Schroeder! He could have gone down and risked a yellow card there, but thankfully he is a good sportsman and stayed up. Delcourt down to 74% fitness. I'll have to consider. Here's Stefan Schroeder with another assist. It's low to Stoyan. Salve. Great ball, but Potenza just not alert. Well, I don't blame him at all. I think it was a bit of a dodgy pass. And here comes San Marino again. It's still very precarious at 1-0. Correa realised that and he plays it to Stoyan. That's a great tackle, but Potenza's alongside. Stoyan cleared, but Fairley gets it back. Oh no! Morandi's gone in two-footed. Oh no! He's gone! Oh my god! It's a red card for the substitute, and that is going to spell disaster. That's our only central midfielder gone now. Oh, that was moronic. Absolutely moronic. Pierre Salve is by no means a defensive midfielder, but he's going to have to play there. And our strategy has gone straight out the window. We're going to have to play defensive wingers. Oh my gosh. What was that? It was a complete no ball. And now we're down to 10 men in Cagliari. Oh, that's a foul by Soler. Roman Soler commits a foul and he should be booked if the referee is going to be playing in the interest of fairness. They've only had one yellow card all day. Thankfully that's 2. Now here's Correa, the set piece master, bottling it in tough circumstances. So we're going to have to try and go defensive now. We have been absolutely dominant in a ground unfamiliar to us, but nonetheless we cannot afford to go to extra time or replay. And now this could be their moment. Oh no! That's why they're going to make a change. Delcourt looks very tired, so does Potenza, and I'm going to bring on Ferrero for Delcourt. Delcourt has been a great player today. That goal he scored is the difference between the two sides, as we'll take a look at the latest scores. Torino 1, Lecce 1. That's good news for us because we want them scrapping out in a non-important tie. Oh, that's a great ball! Fairley! Good effort, but Koenig shot there. I think he sounds German to me. Oh no, he's through! Hamad is clean through! It's blocked! It's blocked off the... Yeah, he's blocked it from going into the 6-yard box and probably into the back of the net. Great commitment to the cause yet again. The Austrian goalkeeper. Here we go, we're into added time. 91 minutes. Vasseur. Hamad. Oh, he's bottled it. Perhaps no. Good ball. Nene. Correa. Great stop by Carappo. Right into his feet. And is this going to be full time? It's 93 minutes and 54 seconds. Just hold on to the ball as best you can. Schroeder. Ferry. Not a good pass. Try again. Correa. Stoyan. Salve. Stoyan to Ferry. Oh, I thought that was going in. And now Cagliari are going to rush it. I don't think they've got time. It's up to the referee though. He's got the stopwatch. That's out for a throw in. This is our moment. Come on. Just put it into our feet. Yes! We've won it. We've won it at all. With a 1-0 win. I'll take that any day of the week. And we are through to the first round of the Coppa Italia proper. I don't think San Marino have done it in their history, but now we have. And we are guaranteed a glamour tie against AC Milan at the San Siro, plus a €500,000 paycheck regardless of the result. Stefan Schroeder, his corner assists and throw-ins were very, very dangerous to the Cagliari defence, and he wins man of the match. And that is such a relief after the disappointment of the Le Mans and Tour live com, that this live com is a success. And Now we're going to wait till January, as far as I'm aware, for the glamour tie against Milan, and hopefully this will give us the morale boost we need to get back into the title hunt, and rightfully so. Lecce have won it in extra time. That's bad news for Torino. But Jean-Philippe Delcourt back in the good books. We get 10 grand for our exploits, but we get an even better news. We are drawn against AC Milan on the 12th of January. They're defending the title as well, so it's going to be very, very difficult. You can just see the tie there. Ooh, it's in a dodgy position, but it will be live comm, just like this game. Randy, that was absolutely stupid. I'll see how much he should be punished by, because if you got used, it's his first red of the season, but is it his first in San Marino colours? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll give him a week's wage deduction. That's usually what I do it. Fine, 1 week's wages. Yeah, he accepts it. Oh no! Oh god! 6 weeks injury for Simone Passa. Sant Elia, we cruised to victory apparently, but we now have a midfielders crisis. We'll have to bring someone up from the youth team because Casse is not ready, Passa's not ready, and Morandi is suspended from... Where is he suspended from? Is he from the Cup? Ah, okay, right, he's banned from the Cup. That's alright, but I'll consider playing a youth player against Hellas Verona, albeit from the substitutes bench, because it is such a big game. But for now, this has been the San Marino Challenge for the first time in ages, and hopefully it'll continue to be a success, and hopefully you'll be there to enjoy it. Bye for now.